Happy Friday, ads family. So we're going to kick things off with the featured section because I want to make sure that you guys are aware that there are some really cool things here in the featured section that a lot of you guys are just kind of skipping over. I recommend that you check the featured section every couple of days because this is where I'm going to make all the announcements. The whole point of me putting things in the featured section is to really cut down on the overwhelm. I don't want you guys thinking that you have to look in all of these different places to see the new things that are in the program or for upcoming calls. Everything that you need to know is going to be in the featured section. I believe if you're looking at an iPad, sometimes it's called the announcement section. But here on desktop, I see it as the featured section. But if you click into the featured section, you're going to see a lot of cool things. One of the things that I am super excited about is if you haven't already listened to the podcast with me and Joel Irway on Joel Irway's podcast, do that. And then come to this conversions over cocktails. And Joel and I are going to be sharing the set it and forget it ad strategy that he and I built for his business for the Power Offer Workshop. And if you listen to his podcast, you are going to see how he totally credits me with cracking the code on getting his low ticket offer to convert at scale. This was something that he had been really struggling with. And so I do not know if there will be a replay. This is going to pair very well with my Hot 7 retargeting strategy upsell that I have, the little order bump. But I don't know. I haven't made up my mind yet, but you'll definitely want to be there live just in case. I might not make this available as a free replay. Like I said, it pairs well with my Hot 7 strategy, but I've got some other cool stuff here. If you have not gone through the community rules, it actually tells you a lot of it actually answers a lot of the questions that a lot of you guys ask, like, where do I log into the portal? What do I do if I lost my password? All of this fun stuff, like all of that is here. Okay. Just take some time and go through it. Also, before we get into the Ask Laurel thread, which I'm going to be going over here in the next minute or two, I just kind of want to go over this pro tip for asking questions in the group because we have some people who, send, kind of rude emails to to my support team that works really hard to make sure that this program gets done. A lot of people, will complain that, well, you didn't thoroughly answer my question. Well, the thing is my mentor always says, my ability to answer your question is limited by your ability to ask a great one. Okay. So the absolute best way to get a question answered by the group or by me, right, in the Ask Laurel thread, this applies whether you just post it for the group or if you want it specifically for me. The absolute best way to get a question answered by the group is to preface the question with the training video that you watched and specifically where you got lost or confused. This will give the group proper context we need in order to fully answer your question. If you just post a question without that context, you may not get the answer that you want. Meaning, if you post a question and the question is so short and it doesn't have context, people will assume that you didn't watch the training and they're going to tell you to go watch the training. And so in order to get your question answered in a way that you want, you need to give us context. Let us know, what training did you watch? Where did you get confused? What did you do already? What are your goals, right? We want to be able to help everyone as fast as possible, and giving us enough context behind your question is the best way to do that. Now, if no one in the group answers your question, then use the Ask Laurel thread and I will take care of it, right? But remember, I need enough context. Again, what my mentor always says, and it's completely true, and this has trained me to ask better questions to my mentor, that I get better answers, right? There's nothing worse than having to wait an entire week to get an answer because you didn't give enough context, okay? So anyway, just keep in mind, my ability to answer your question is limited by your ability to ask a great one, okay? Much love to you guys. My team and I are all doing the best that we can to take care of everybody. Now, one of the things before I get into the Ask Laurel thread, one more thing that you guys probably want to be aware of is there's a little bonus, and I have been dropping a lot of bonuses there in the Telegram channel. This is not required. This is just a little something extra. And if you want to hear more behind the scenes stories, not just my success stories, but also some of the frustrations that I have as a business owner and some of my learning experiences, because building a business isn't all about unicorns and rainbows. Sometimes it is super hard and it gets hard. And so I share my stories, my success stories. Yesterday, I shot a Loom video of my newest ad and how I'm using it inside the ads manager and why it's doing so well. So yeah, if you want a little extra kick in the pants and some bonus content, here is the Telegram channel where you can find it all. Again, all of this is under the featured section. We also have some replays from the coffee and conversions, which, by the way, if you have not watched this video on ad optimization, I have updated some of the KPIs and all of that fun stuff. Go ahead. Again, make it a note every single week to come into the featured section. Also, a lot of you guys have been, asking questions. Where do I get started? Always go back to the home section. There are prompts. This video right here literally walks you through how to find everything that you need in the program. A lot of you guys want to start in the Get Ready protocol, but the actual correct place to start is in the home section. There's going to be prompts, and then your 2 first assignments are right here. A lot of the guys are like, I don't know where to start. Well, the program literally tells you where to start. Here are the first 2 things to do. Assignment number 1, go to the power offer. That's in the Get Ready protocol section, and then watch the 3 missions video. If you go into the Get Ready protocol, look, offer optimization, assignment number 1, right? All of the resources, all of the things that you need. Here's the power offer resource document. I know someone was looking for that. Just take 5 minutes and just walk through. And then here's a video on how to get your power offer audited in the program right here. It literally lays it out. Then the second assignment, right? Your 3 missions, do not skip. This is where a lot of you guys are not doing this assignment and you're getting lost. If you do not have one of these strategy documents that guides you throughout the program, that is why you were lost. Because these strategy documents will tell you which strategy to actually look for. And then if you're confused on how to set up your strategy document, here's the prompt. That's how I know that some of you guys are not going through the program in the right order, because you're not using this specific prompt. And so we can tell when people aren't watching the videos of the first 2 assignments, okay? And it's no dig on anybody, but guys, like, this is all laid out. Just slow down. I know you guys are excited to learn about ads, but just slow down. Everything is here. I get all the time, well, Laurel, this isn't an ads program like I'm used to having. No. The reason that all of you guys are sitting here is because you guys have already invested in various ad programs likely, and you didn't get what you wanted. You didn't find success. That is why this program is different. This is a program. This is not an ads course. This is why it is impossible to build a program that is going to be relevant to everybody in a do-it-yourself manner. That is why I built this program that actually has live support, like the weekly Q&A. Again, a lot of you guys have not watched these videos to learn how the program actually works. So take your time, attend the live Zoom meetings. For $7 a month, you guys are getting a lot. And then everyone's always asking, where are the replays? They're all right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and dig into the Ask Laurel thread. Derek says, hey, Laurel, please check out round 2 of my power offer. Would be very honored, Derek. Let's take a look at round 2. So you can see Derek posted proof that he bought, which, by the way, is in the offer optimization. If you want me to audit your power offer, it's the directions right here. You can see Derek has followed the directions, so I appreciate that. So let's see. Derek says healthcare providers who own a home and have 3 to 5 pieces of debt who currently make additional payments on those loans in order to get out of debt faster. If I could show you a financial system that will pay off a 30-year mortgage, your medical school loans, your car payments, and all your credit cards in 10 years or less. This is really good. This is a huge improvement. So last week, Derek submitted his power offer. I gave him some recommendations. And this is good, Derek. I would go ahead and test this. Now there are two ways you can test this, right? Two ways you can test this. You want to post this organically, but also if you go into the Discovery Call Accelerator, which is where we use most of the power offers, there's actually $100 ad test that if you want to validate your power offer utilizing cheap Facebook ads, this is the test to do that. But I would test this organically first and then start testing it with ads. But great job, Derek. Super, super proud of you. Thank you so much for resubmitting. Let's see. Frank says, check out his power offer. Look at this. Frank following directions too. Look at you guys today. Let's see. Who is this for? Busy, overweight digital business owners over 30 who want to lose at least 20 pounds but can't keep it off. I'll help you lose over 20 pounds in 12 weeks for good with simple actions to follow each week so you can feel confident with or without your shirt on, without you needing to cut out carbs or stop eating out. Would you take me up on that offer? So this isn't bad. This is an average, right? One of the things that I would tell you to dig a little bit deeper is if you were targeting busy, overweight digital business owners, what is the mechanism that you're going to be using in order to help me do this, right? So one of my Lean on Laurel students, Rand Beer, he's got an offer that's very similar to this. He's like, I'll help men lose over 20 pounds in 12 weeks by eating burritos, right? That's cool. That's interesting, right? So I would say, and I have another Lean on Laurel student who literally has the same offer, but he does this by teaching people intermittent fasting, right? There's a mechanism. So add the mechanism that's going to make this extremely clear as to why. Like, what are the things that are keeping overweight digital business owners overweight? Like, what is unique about your mechanism that's going to be specialized for digital business owners in order to set them up for success? That's the only thing that I feel is missing within this promise. Let's see. Let's see. Rita says, can we have more details about how to pixel a Google Doc? There is something that I used to use. Now I haven't used it in probably 4 years. I used to use a program called Pixel Me. I don't even know if it's still, let's see, is Pixel Me still a thing? I don't know if it's but it used to be a thing called Pixel Me. But I don't know if it's still a thing. I don't really worry about pixeling my Google Docs anymore. But there's a couple of different softwares I know that you can use, but Pixel Me used to be the one that we would use the most. Richard says, can you take a look at my power offer? Abso-freaking-lutely. Thank you for including some screenshots. Let's see. Who is this for? If you are following a diet but struggle to consistently prepare budget-friendly, healthy meals. If I offer to teach you a 1-hour meal planning and preparation system that helps you get the results you want from your diet, halves your food bill, frees up 5 evenings a week so you can do your favorite things without spending hours in the kitchen, without tracking calories, would you take me up on that offer? I mean, I give this about a B-. This isn't extremely clear. Like, who is this for? Like, is this for busy moms who don't have time? Is this for busy professionals? Like, what is the dog whistle, right? If you were following a diet but struggle to consistently prepare budget-friendly, healthy meals, I don't feel like that's a strong enough dog whistle to really, whistle in, because you have to remember, like, the diet space is super, super crowded. It's super crowded. We have to, is this a way, like, I even saw someone that literally did something like this. Like, if I showed you how to prepare the healthiest food that will help you lose weight, all with food from Walmart and for under $50 a month, right? That's a lot clearer, right? But I want you guys to think about this, right? Like, if I could take this power offer and put any fitness guru in front of this offer, then it's not clear enough, right? Like Rand Beers is, I'm going to show you how to do it by eating burritos. Mike's is, I'm going to show you how by doing this with intermittent fasting, right? who is this for, and what is the really unique mechanism that you're going to use to make this happen. Like I said, you can test this. It'll probably do okay. Like I said, it's probably about a B minus, but I really want you to really dig deep into who is this for, right? You can see the demand triggers, no time for meal prep. I think the only thing that's missing is like, who is this for? Like if you were just like, hey, if you are a busy stay-at-home mom and don't have time to consistently prepare meals and don't have a huge budget to spend, what is that one promise, right? Like that Walmart example I just gave you, right? Like, what is the mechanism? I just want to know more about that mechanism of what makes this different. Let's see. Dan says, thank you for this amazing content and community. I would appreciate any feedback on my power offer. Thank you, Dan, so much. I am happy to look at your power offer. Okay, so he used Copy Coached. If you guys haven't checked out Copy Coach, go into the offer optimization. This is an AI right here. If you check out Copy Coach right here, this is an AI that one of my students built in order to help you guys with power content, power offers, and other ad copy and frameworks that are inside this program. So I could see that Copy Coach did it as a 9. And it said the only minor improvement that would make it a perfect 10 is to further emphasize the uniqueness and ease of the solution being offered, making it more irresistible. Okay, so Copy Coach says we need to make this a little bit more unique. Let's see, who is this for? Small business owners with a team and at least 500K in annual revenue, struggling to find time for both your business and personal life. If I offer to personally guide you on the exact path to transform from a technician working in your business to a successful entrepreneur leading your business to serve your life all in just 90 days. Yeah, this is unclear. Like what is, like I kind of sort of get this, but people what is that promise, right? Again, we want to not so here's the thing, right? Power offers aren't meant to sell your entire program. Your power offer is meant to be a dog whistle for one specific promise that you can deliver on. Okay. Like for instance, right? Like there are 3 pillars inside my Lean on Laurel program, right? We have power offer, we have power content, and we have retargeting, right? And so for people, there are some people that are going to resonate with a power offer that's going to, if I could show you 3 pieces of video content that would get at least 10 to 15 people raising their hand to work with you without having to run ads, would you take me up on that offer, right? That would be a power offer for my power content pillar that's going to attract people who want to run content ads, right? I could also write a power offer for people who want to 30 to 40x their return on ad spend because they don't have a retargeting sequence in place, right? So the thing that I would do in this case, and this is for Dan, I would break down this offer into different pillars, right? Like what is the milestone that people succeed in pillar number 1 of your program? Write a power offer based on that. Then what is the promise of milestone number 2 in pillar number 2, right? And then write a power offer with that. And then go through pillar number 3. Yes, a lot of you guys will have 3 to 5 different power offers. That's the point. A lot of you guys are keeping your power offers too general and it's attracting nobody because it's not specific enough, right? So if I show you guys how that works, right? So if I go to my Google, I'll go to my Google documents real quick. So if I go here and I go to, let's see, where did I put it? I know I just did this training. There we go. Right here. Okay. Now Joel does something that he calls demand triggers, right? And so in order for my, program to give success, right? Phase 1 is validating your offer, right? And so I listed all the steps, like writing a power offer, testing it with a $5 ad, booking 8 to 9 calls, closing 2 to 3, right? This is just phase number 1 of my program, right? And so check this out. So this is how I do it. This is how I do the exercise. I write down what is my pillar or phase 1 milestone, right? Students are successful if they have a validated offer after phase 1. What are the steps to achieving a validated offer? Well, writing a power offer, testing it with a $5 ad, booking 8 to 9 calls, and closing 2 to 3. So my power offer for my phase one, our pillar number one, would be for coaches who have yet to sell their high ticket offer 2 to 3 times. If over the next 3 days, I could deliver a power offer that on average would close 2 to 3 clients in the first week that relies on only running a $5 ad without you having to launch any type of offer, would you take me up on that type of funnel? Would you take me up on that? Right? So there's power offer number one. That's going to appeal to people who have an unvalidated offer. Pillar number 2 is power content ads. What do people need to achieve in order to close, phase 2 and go on to phase 3? Well, these are the steps. And then this is my power offer for those steps. So what I'm doing is I'm breaking down all the pillars of my program in order to sell the same program to different people, because different people are going to be at different phases. So hopefully that little exercise was helpful. And Dan, like I said, let's work on that. I find that exercise helps me personally whenever I'm doing power offers with students. So Casey asked a really great question, and I am going to send everybody to, let's see, if you go to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/The Laurel Show, there is a video right here that says the evolution of my $7 offer is actually going to answer this question right here. Because Casey says, and I love that Casey gave me context. He said, Laurel, on our recent conversions over coffee, you said, and I'm paraphrasing, people think I'm a big fan of $7 memberships, but I'm not. In fact, if I was to do it over again, I wouldn't have the $7 membership. He asked, why aren't you a big fan of the $7 membership? And what would you do different if you were doing it all over again? I hope that counts as one question. It absolutely does. And the easiest way in depth for me to answer that is if you go to Laurel's Greatest Hits right here. Again, it's on my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/The Laurel Show. There's this video right here that says the evolution of my $7 offer. It is a 14-minute video that goes in depth of how I created, why I created the $7 program, why I wouldn't do it again, and all that fun stuff. So I would direct everyone to that video. Let's see. Chris Beniti says, hey, Laurel, I run a book marketing agency, Smart Author Media. We work with business owners who have books to create leads and customers for their business. Awesome, Chris. I want to run power content to build audiences for my clients so that we have a retargeting audience to offer the book to. Is it a must to offer value bombs and power content? Can I skip this altogether? Or should I make the CTA get the book? What would you recommend? You do not need to have a value bomb. The value bomb part of power content is designed for people who need more volume of conversations. But most of my agency clients who are running different types of funnels, like webinar funnels, book funnels, their power content is just power content built to get goodwill and to build authority. So most of my agency clients that don't need volumes of conversations, we just put out power content without a call to action, without a value bomb, no call to action, just value. It builds up brand awareness. It builds up goodwill equity. He said, to follow up on this, if the client has great YouTube content, can we repurpose this as our audience building power content? Absolutely. As a matter of fact, if you go to my YouTube channel, my ad strategy replays, these are all my power content videos right here. And so, yes, absolutely. Like I use my power content strategy on YouTube. As a matter of fact, if you go into the power content setup, right, the power content campaign setup, you could actually see how to place your power content ads on YouTube and how I do my targeting and everything. And look, even the campaign setups on TikTok. So anyway, yes, absolutely. So edit, he says, we typically go direct response offers for the book in a book funnel, variations of the offer, free digital, lower priced, full price physical. Awesome. Yeah. So hopefully that answered your question. Great question. And thank you so much for giving me context, Chris. I appreciate it. Daniel says, this is my 4th attempt. Okay, Daniel, I have a good feeling. Let's see. Offer number 4 times the charm. Who is this for? Frustrated dieters who work out, eat very little, and then binge eat, but can't lose weight and keep it off. If I offer to help you lose 20 to 50 pounds of fat for good in the next 3 to 6 months, get stronger and leaner while eating the food, again, there's a lack of a mechanism here, right? You're not telling me the mechanism that we're going to use in order to do this and why that unique mechanism works specifically for frustrated dieters, which I think you need to get a little bit deeper into frustrated dieters. Like the reason that I work out with my guy is because he specifically targets entrepreneurs who don't have time to go to the gym. His mechanism works because there are things that you can do in office, right? That's why the mechanism works, because entrepreneurs spend a lot of time in their office. And so you can do stuff, you could do the workouts, and everything is designed for entrepreneurs. And so while this would be okay, I would give it a C. It's lacking a very specific of who it's for and why this unique mechanism, right? We need to start working unique mechanisms into this promise so that we can get clarity on why this unique mechanism will work specifically for this group of people. Okay. Like I said, you could probably test this and it'll do all right, but to really get your ideal clients a unique mechanism and how it's going to solve who it's for will make this an A+. Let's see. Monica says, hey, Laurel, please check out my power offer. Thank you. Would be happy to. Let's see. Busy moms who are struggling with inflammation. If I offer to teach you how to calm down the inflammation as little as 28 days, again, how? Define the how right here. What is the unique mechanism and why is it perfect for solving this, right? A lot of you guys are leaving out that unique mechanism. I would say that this is probably a B. It'll probably do okay, but the thing that's going to make this an A+ is working in what is the unique mechanism. Now, I'm not saying your unique name of your system, a specific mechanism that your ideal audience is going to be like, oh, okay, I can do that, right? Because a lot of times people are naming their unique mechanism something fancy, but like instead of saying like, if I like, I don't even know how I don't know enough about your offer, but like you want to define the how. Like, what is the how? And give it a tangible mechanism that everyone is going to understand. Don't use your specific name for it, but be clear on the actual mechanism. That's going to take this from a B offer to an A+ offer. Let's see. Jennifer says, I've watched all the videos about this and the suggestions, but I don't have the chat option, nor can I see anywhere to contact Facebook. I have never run an ad before, and when I tried to set everything up, it got a disabled message. It asked me to send in my ID, which I did this morning. I would just, there's no easy answer for this. Like sometimes the chat option shows up. My recommendation, Jennifer, at this point would be to go ahead and set up your backup utilizing, a partner, a friend, someone that you trust to set up a business manager that you can specifically tap into. I've had to do this. Like I have had this happen to me. So just so you guys know, I have had this happen to me several times. Okay. This is the worst of the worst when they restrict your advertising access, because that means Jennifer can't use her profile. Even if someone sets up a business manager, she would have to log in as their profile in order to run ads. This has happened to me. I have gotten my account back several times. It just takes a lot of patience, but inside the program, everyone should do this. Okay. Everyone should do this today. Go into this business manager and ad policy training, and here's how to create backups in case of a shutdown. Everyone, guys, advertising is our livelihood. We have to have backups in place. That way, if this takes months, which by the way, mine did, I had to log in as my wife and do ads for several weeks and months. It was a pain in the butt, but at least I had a backup to be able to run ads from. Okay. So that is the only advice I can give you right now. Just be patient, Jennifer. A lot of times you will be able to get in touch with Facebook chat. Actually, if you set up a Facebook chat, from another profile business manager, you might be able to get someone to actually fix this. It is not an easy process, but that's why I always recommend everyone have these backups in place. Pick someone you trust, like a business partner or someone, and have them set up these backups so that you have access to advertising. That's all I can recommend. This is, like I said, I don't have magical powers. I just, have to be patient. Unfortunately, you should get a couple more options to be able to review this again. Keep checking for Facebook chat. Also, you could also have someone else do a Facebook chat on your behalf. I know it's frustrating. That is one of the most frustrating things, but just know it happens to me. It happens to all of us. It's just unfortunately, it's just part of the game. Let's see. Michaela says, hey, Laurel, I am new to marketing and advertising and finding the course content very helpful. Well, thank you, Michaela. Can you please audit my power offer? I'm an affiliate for an educational platform which teaches how to build online businesses. My initial offer is a series of free educational videos which explain how you can replace your income. Cool. Let's see. Ambitious moms who are looking for fulfillment, more flexibility, and no income limitations in their career. I think this could be a little bit more clear, but let's just keep going. What if I offered you a free video series which will explain how you can replace your income based on passions and interests while taking control of your lifestyle in a matter of months? It's very vague. I mean, I get you're gonna give me a free video series, but what is the big promise of this video series, right? Like, how long is the video series, right? Like think about this, right? Like, if the video series is only 60 minutes, you could say, what if in the next 60 minutes you were able to identify an online business plan with certainty that it would work out or something like that, right? Like, that's kind of a shit. It's not quite as clear as I'd want it to be, but at least that's a better example, right? So I would focus on what is the one big promise of this video series. Like, in the next 60 minutes, what are they going to have laid out without a doubt that's clear, right? And here, I'm assuming these are ambitious moms who are looking to build an online digital business so that they can get their time back or something, right? That would be a little bit more clear than this. This is kind of ambiguous a little bit. But this stuff right here isn't bad. It's just this promise right here. You know, like, if they watch this, you know, by the end of this video series, you will literally have a clearly designed game plan in order to, you know, have a digital business that will supplement your income full time, right? Take control of your lifestyle without wasting your time. I feel like we probably can get a little stronger in this, but right now I want you to work on these two right here. What's the big promise? After they watch this video series, what will they absolutely be clear on? Let's see. Jay Carlo says, here's a doc. I despise the date with some context and where along the path I'm feeling stuck. Let's see. I'm an online therapeutic trainer helping golfers play without popping Advil after every round, sacrificing their swing over strain. That's good. I like this. I love offers like this. Currently, I've done power content videos and carousels and short videos, 3 to 5. Cool. These I boosted to gauge validation, which pain points resonates the most using video views and metrics. Coming up, as I'm 3 weeks out from my official launch, I'm planning to take the best 3 power pieces of content, turn them into ads with the Learn More button. I would not take your power content videos and I would actually specifically create ads to sell this offer and use your power content ads as a goodwill play in this. That's what I would do. Question, is there a way to target a Facebook group with ads? There is not. There are some hacks that you can do. Like, if you create a piece of content with your Facebook page and you post it in a Facebook group and people watch that video, you can retarget people who have watched that video. And it will pick up some of the people in that group. That's a way to do it. Or make a blog post specifically for that Facebook group that's pixeled, and that's how you can retarget people. But there's no way to specifically use Facebook targeting to target that. You have to kind of hack your way into it by using content. Question number 2, do I use my account pixel for these new ads or pick the same custom audience based on video videos? You would want to use both, right? You would want to use your entire warm stack, anyone who's engaged with your website. You'd want to use anyone who's watched these videos, a percentage that you pick. I prefer 25% or more. I would do 25% or more on these power content videos, and I would do 95% views on these shorter videos. That way you'll get the most engaged. But yeah, I would also use anyone who has visited your website as well. But I would design ads specifically for that official launch, for this paid mini workshop invite. I would use the ads that are in the program. So if we go inside the program and do offer ads, you will see low ticket offer right here. I would recommend going through all of this, and all of my favorite scripts for low ticket offers are right here. I would not convert your power content into ads for this. I would literally use this framework right here. And don't forget to watch this so that you know exactly what you need to do, the benchmarks to hit, and all of that fun stuff. Let's see. Julie says, what's the best ad strategy for getting people to a free workshop? Cool. I love that. So if we go back here, we go to offer ads and we do lead generation. This is for people who are going into a free workshop. This could be a webinar or whatever. We also have a webinar strategy here if it is a workshop. But this lead generation strategy will work. They're actually the same thing. It's just this one's built specifically to get phone calls. But I would follow the lead generation strategy, right? Because if you are offering a free workshop, that is a list building lead generation type strategy. Great question, Julie. Thank you. See, all you guys are using the Ask Laurels to get through the program. I love this. Lots of great questions today. Chris says, hey, Laurel, I'm grateful to receive your help evaluating my offer. Gotta drink my coffee. It's getting cold. Let's see. I specialize in working with baby boomers to retire with income that is guaranteed to last their lifetime. Awesome. One of my favorite students, Scott Perry, I did a case study with him. Actually, I believe it is here. If you go to how to get Laurel's help, get personalized help from Laurel. Yes, right here. How Scott is closing 10 to 11K a month. Helped him dial in. Now he only works 2 hours a day. Watch this video. Like, he literally has this offer, Chris. I think that would be helpful for you to watch. Again, it is under the Get Personalized Help from Laurel, and it is a case study from my Lean on Laurel program. But I think because we actually go over the strategy that we did with him, so I think that will be helpful for you, Chris. But let's go ahead and start with the offer. Let's see. Who is this for? Baby boomers who use a 401k, IRA, or 403b to save for retirement. If I offer to craft a 5-step retire happy plan for you in one day. Oh, I guess it's a little different. Like what Scott does is he actually teaches people how to use their expertise to start a consulting business to fund their retirement. So it's a little bit different, but that's what I could have sworn. How to retire with income that is guaranteed to last their lifetime. That's kind of what it started. That's what it kind of started, but I see it's a little bit different. But anyway, let's see. Baby boomers who use a 401k or 403 to save for retirement. If I offer to craft a 5-step retire happy plan for you in one day. Okay. So here's what this, why should they do this instead of this, right? You're lacking the mechanism on why doing this is better than this, or how does this help them if they already have this in place, right? Like baby boomers who use a 401k, IRA, or 403 to save for retirement. If I offer to show you how you could take your cash from 401k tax-free and put it into another account, that will continuously grow into $2,000 in income every single month until you retire, right? That you can pull out at any time tax-free, where you have more freedom, blah, 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 right? You see how I kind of like guided that? So this needs to be stronger. Like what is here? What is the promise here? That is the mechanism that you're going to use instead of doing this, right? So let's work on who is this for, and because they're not wanting a 5-step retire happy plan in one day, right? Now you can turn around, like if you're like baby boomers who use this, blah, 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 to save for retirement. If in the next 24 hours, I could have a direct plan that is going to allow you to take your 401k money tax-free and allow you to put it into an account that will fund your entire retirement so that you can feel right. So you see how just by rewording this, it's going to make this a lot clearer. So right now, this isn't clear. So Chris, go ahead and I gave you some language that you can use there, and I can't wait to see what you do, what you put together with that. Let's see. Josh Randall says, I finished the 3 missions. See, Josh giving me some context. I love this. He says, I finished the 3 missions and offer assignments and did an outline for the first video with 30 topics for the first month of video content. Should I bring my friends over from my personal page before posting videos by invite, or is there some way to transfer them over? So one of the things that you can do is you can merge your profile into a brand business page. That is what I did. And it automatically brought all my friends over as followers or likes. I forget what it was. I did it so long ago. But you could do it either way. The fastest way is to merge. You do not lose your profile. It just makes a copy of your profile, brings all of your friends over as likes. And then you could actually create a custom audience of all of those people too, right? So it's pretty cool thing. I think I talk about this in the organic marketing sprint as well. Let's see, a TIFF. signing off with a TIFF. Let's see. Hey, Laurel, second try here. Since the first time I only got 5 seconds of airtime, I'm wanting to work with young teenagers and teach them the advanced skills and strategies they need to outsmart and outperform people who are on paper much smarter than them. This is obviously at their career stage, but I want to teach this to them now so that they have an early unfair advantage of life. Let's see. I'm wanting to work with young teenagers. Okay, let's see if this is clear. Who is this for? Oh, okay, I remember this offer. It says, looks like you're changing this right now, but I will do concerned parents whose young teenager is lacking the ambition and motivation to become a top performer in school. If in the next 90 days I offer to teach your teen some very specific yet advanced set of executive skills not taught in school. So again, there's kind of a common theme between all of my recommendations today is within the offer, we have to prove that this mechanism, what is the specific problem that the mechanism is going to solve, right? Like, why is this mechanism going to work? Because I would say this, most parents probably are not going to believe this, because if their teenager's lacking ambition, how are you going to convince them to take part in this program, right? Like, what is the mechanism that you're going to use to make this offer appeal to their young teenagers who are lacking ambition, right? So that is the one thing. Like, this is not bad. I would say this is a C, but the way to make this an A is connecting me. Why does this mechanism work, and how does it change the teenager? How is it able to convince the teens to take part in this when their lack of motivation is in school, right? So that would be the two things to work on. But like I said, you could test this as is. I think it's okay. I think it's an okay offer. But one of the things that's going to make this shine is, what is that specific mechanism and how does it actually solve this problem? So I think that's the only thing it lacks, but not bad. Like I said, you could test it this way and go ahead and get it out there. And then let's work on this in the meantime and make this stronger. And then you'll be good as gold. That is all for today. I hope you guys have a very happy weekend. I love every single one of you guys. If you're just tuning in now, go back and watch this video from the beginning. I had some really cool announcements, some really cool advice. But anyway, you guys